Good evening. Good evening, Carol. And I'm not going to say good evening to Greg because number one, I just talked to him on the phone. So, I figured after a couple days off. Uh, Carol, I got to tell you something, not on here though. I got to tell you something that's been weird for me the last couple days. Not because I'm not doing streaming. It's just it was cool yesterday when Jordan came on. He was live streaming. He didn't like the way he had the phone in portrait because he was using his phone. He didn't have a gimbal, and we like landscape mode. Portraits like this, where everybody uses it, I don't like that. I don't understand why people like to do like that. But I go for the other. That's how I do it. He wanted to do the same thing. Problem was he found out he was like this, and he was like, so he decided to go off. And I think he tried to come back on and get. He did. He did come back on, but I could for some reason I could not see it. I couldn't see the chat. I couldn't get into my place. Like they kept on telling me to make my own video or something. I was like, what? Um, and what happened is Jordan brought it on what was it called? The Little Mermaid, Frozen ride over at Epcot, and it was just giving him trouble. It's Mumpy to you. I should be calling you Grumpy. Talks about me. You guys haven't heard his voice. Sounds like he's mad at the world. Ha. Don't you like my intellectual look? Intellectual look? Sunglasses above the head. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. So, Carol, you've been quiet last few days. How are you? Sure, yeah, because you talk to Johnny. Talk to Johnny 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't talk to me. I've missed you talking to us. Well, that that other night when we were allowed last night, you had left. One person, as soon as you left, another person came in. I was talking to her for a bit. Um, it's just nobody comes. Nobody comes. And I post all day. That's here. I nobody. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't think that many people in Disney World is actually like live streams. I'm not making any money off of it. Yeah, I know. I'm working. I know. I know. I'm working. Uh-huh. Uh, uh-huh. Sorry. Just checking up a couple things. Later on, we'll conspire to take or fire. Yeah, it is only us as usual. Hopefully, somebody will come in. When that's it, when people come in, maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I don't understand that. Well, everybody's got to have a late schedule coming in. I don't understand why. They come in, but finally get ourselves picked up. But that's on a good day. I've been suffering bad days. I would like to go on live outside, walk around the neighborhood. But I need something to talk about. I just can't come on and say, is anybody here? Mm-hmm. Jordan. Jordan. Jordan was. If you guys missed his late stream last night, he was doing he was showing the fireworks from the castle. He was doing happily ever after. It's Mr. Slick here. He was hysterical because I could see him moving around. I'm like, what is he doing? Right? He gets up and but he's up in the town square area. He made sure he was the first one out of that park, so that crowd was starting to turn around and go out. I don't blame you. I hate when they do the opposite. Because we stay, and we, oh God, it was the first night when on the Tron Happily Ever After just ended, and I was with Stacy and her niece that day. We got called right after. We were in the queue, the virtual queue. We got called right after the fireworks stopped. Oh my God. When you're going against the grain, it's impossible. I mean, I had teenagers jumping in front of me and stuff. It's like I was ticked off. I was saying stuff. I'm like, I just let them know how I felt. I don't care. What kind of wacky cat? Hey, tell me something. I'm assuming you're home right now. I'm assuming the festival's over with. Yeah, Jordan, I was thinking about coming out earlier today and doing my own live walk around, but I'd walk around my block. But I'm sitting there thinking, what am I going to say? See, if I was going to come on during the day, it would be later in the day, like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. Now with the time change, it stays, light out longer, so I could probably do a little bit later than that. Just walk around a block and talk and go off. Uh, the demon spawn. Doo doo doo. I was about to watch these two. I discovered this. I always discover new. Hold on one second. I always discover new reaction channels, and I love watching the reaction channels. Nobody else seems to know about these things except for me. Um, I like to go to the ones music videos, or I like to go to the movies. And the one these two girls, Senna. This so I forgot the name of the channel. Um, well, anyway, they are right now. Their first reaction, I like it when I've already seen the movie, so I want to see how they react to it. They were reviewing the Godzilla King of Monsters, which came out a few years ago. That's where King Ghidorah is, and uh, but I just love watching people react to movies I've seen. I don't watch the movies that I've never seen. I want to see the new Indiana Jones movie. Oh, Fidge. That's right. There was a new episode tonight from the Bad Batch, Star Wars. They're clones. They are leftovers from the Clone Wars who take on the Empire. No, there's like 5 of them, so they don't really take on the Empire, but you know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, they've actually come out with a new version of the 1997. What do you call it? The X Men. It's called X Men '97, and they got the same music and almost the same voices as the characters, and it's almost the same animation from those. If you guys remember the old Fox, um, the Fox Kids Network. Was it Fox? I think it was Fox Kids that had the X Men or something. Was it? Or was it? It had to be Fox Kids. I'm gonna watch it. I used to watch the original ones, and I loved the animation and I loved everything about those cartoons back then. Live and Not Die. Oh, trying to figure out. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of the older ones again. I'm talking all. The first movie I ever seen from Bond was Spy Love Me, the Moonraker, and Moonraker was their answer to Star Wars. Bond's answer to Star Wars, because it came out, I think 1980. I think. Don't remember exactly. That's where Jaws. Jaws actually premieres in Spy Love Me. Love that song. I've never seen the newer Sean Connery. When Sean Connery came back, played Bond one more time in '83. I've never seen that one. Nothing against it. Just never got to it. Moonraker was 79. Okay, I knew it was around that area because it was Bond's answer to Star Wars. The only thing they could do is bring space shuttles. That's the best they could do. How do you explain a battle in space with their limited technology? Uh, I don't think I've ever seen the other one with George Lazenby. That's the only movie he was in as James Bond. James Bond. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. I didn't want to say this on Tanya's stream, Jordan, because I didn't know how they were going to respond to it. When I said had watched Austin Powers, it was Gold Member. I was hesitant putting Gold Member there because I didn't want to. Because Angela Minto was there, and I don't want any trouble. So that's why I did that. It was Gold Member. Oh my God, it's been a while since I've seen Gold Member. Oh, that was a fat bastard. Oh my God, he was hysterical. I love that movie. Oh, it's too bad he doesn't make any more of these. I wish he would go back and at least make one more. Um, yeah, he's a Bond geek. Um, oh, when were you supposed to go live at the Bond Museum? I thought you were talking about that one too. That's something I think should advertise and give it a couple of days. Like have a countdown or something, just post it every couple of days. That 3 days until I come on. I'm a long life. Um, Greg, I don't count the new universe. I don't count them as part of the original universe. Um, I just can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I cannot add these current, Paramount Star Treks as anything. I just can't. Ghost Bond the Bond lamp stream for 2 weeks. No, I'll keep it. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I did see a live stream. Was it Tim Tracker who went into that Bond museum, or was it Adam? That's because all the cars in there and stuff. Oh, all the Bond cars, and the Lotus is displayed like sideways or something like that. It was Adam. Okay, I knew it was somebody. I just totally had forgotten. Do you know if Pierre is going to be with you? I gotta tell everybody here. Uh, Jordan's wife, I would consider her one of the Bond girls because she is a very attractive woman. Ah, I'm scared of his wife. I know that girl could kick my ass in a second, so I stay away. If all three used Lotuses, awesome. Oh, what movie did I hear? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. They had seven of those cars built. Oh, are you referring to how they ended with the Federation starting? Eh, Enterprise got boring after a while, but they were gonna lure everybody back by having the Enterprise get remodeled to look like more like its most famous. What's the term for that? The what do you call it? It predates the original. Well, we know it's the original Enterprise, but in the TV show, this is the original Starship Enterprise. Even though it's like 100 years before. I think it was 100 before. This is before Kirk and Spock. See, Greg, I don't. Yeah, well, I've just seen that one. Carol's still here. I assume. Never assume, because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. The late, great Benny Hill. You guys ever watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Benny Hill is in that movie. He plays the toy maker. Bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, we love you. I love that damn song. Oh, yeah. That says something about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What's his name? The guy who writes the Bond series, the creator James Bond. Chitty 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 Bang Bang was one of his books. You know how they time ending as a holodeck. Oh, you mean having Riker and Deanna being that episode? They're far in a motor car. Yeah, Ian Fleming. That's him. His son said something to the fact is I guess he didn't like the fact that his father paid more attention to James Bond than his own kid, and that's when he wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for his son. Could you imagine doing like a real world version of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Not a musical. A Bond car would fill in for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or have like a kit from Knight Rider, have its own, be controlled by a computer. But I don't know if Bond ever. I don't know if he's ever made that. You could take Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, since it's even its Fleming story, and it basically connect Chitty Chitty Bang Bang to James Bond, make it a Bond movie. Which is cool. That's what I'm saying. Let's see if we can somehow connect make it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. As we know, would be the back. It wouldn't be backstory. Just just make it with a computerized car or something like that, and he doesn't have to have the kids or his father, but make the bad guy. You can make the bad guy like he is in Bulgaria. The king was named actors. Yeah, I had a feeling when I seen him. I was like, he looked very familiar, and it hit me. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, because I heard a lot of people who are in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, except for Dick Van Dyke, had been in James Bond movies. So have all you've seen the original episode of Doctor Who, the original Celestial Toy Maker actor was Alfred in the Batman films. You're talking about what was his name? The one with the wears the glasses. Yeah, because I forgot his name, but he is also in a movie called Top Secret, which is done by the Zucker brothers who do the airplane movies. In movies called Top Secret, I love it. Whatchamacallit is in that movie. Here's a Batman connection. Now we were talking about we were just talking about Michael Gow or something like that. He is in Top Secret with what's his name? The main character of the movie who plays Batman in another movie. So in two different movies he's acting with. He's basically with his future. What was his name? Oh God, dude! Why did I forget his name? I can picture his face right in my mind. Hold on, Jordan. 1 sec. I'll be right with. Let me try to remember that name. Guys, help me here. He played Batman. He also played in Top Secret. He also played. Let's see. What's his name? In Top Gun. Why can't I remember his name? I'm very bad with names in the last couple of years. It's horrible. Well, basically he was in that movie with Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer. Him and Michael Gow play in Top Secret. Then years later, they would be reunite in the Batman movies. All right, the guy who played the mechanic who said Chitty was actually Q from Stole Chitty. Okay, well, was nice. Oh, nice. 62 to 99. Yeah, he was on there. He was on there for many different Bonds. You will never get me to watch that last Bond movie. The way he, I don't want to know nothing about that. I don't like people destroying everything else so it could be their way. No, I don't want to see anything your way. I want to see everything the way it was intended to be. Now, Bond was a woman after all these. I mean, to start, I would have no problem. No problem at all because Bond was a woman. If Bond had been a black man for a different year, different blondes, Bonds were black. I wouldn't care. Every honestly, bad white people have to go. Toot sweet. Oh my God, I can imagine Jordan singing right now. Thank God I can't hear him. Carol, talk to us, lady. Where are you? I'm Robin Leach and I'm yelling and I didn't know why. Spirit. See Selena on the floor. Spirit. Hello. What you doing? I'm getting this big face looking at me like, why'd you wake me up? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Bye. What do you want me to say? She gets mad at me if I don't read her chats. Now she gets on here. She says, "What do you want me to say?" Wait till Saturday. Wait till Saturday, woman. Just wait. Me and Johnny, I'll get Johnny to pick on you really bad. Yeah, Desmond Llewellyn. Yep, that's him. You think he go? Jordan, you got to get on. You got to get on live for her and show her how. I want her to hear you sing. He sings like a crooner though, because he was brought up by his grandparents to like the old time music from back in the day. So he likes crooners like Bing and God, Bennett and Sinatra. I can't sing as well, Jordan. You, girl, oh my God, come here. I mean, I'll treat you like that little old guy that Benny Hill used to hit. He used to grab him by back of his neck, hold him, and hit top of his head. Be like this. True, he's still singing Truly Scrumptious. Later on, will perspire. Oh, Jordan. Tanya did not go on live today. I don't know what happened. Yeah, she was on live up until she was watching the fireworks from Tomorrowland from the. Oh, you know what's so great? When Tinkerbell came down from the castle, she looked like she was coming straight down towards him, and all of a sudden she veered off. That was one of the best views I've ever seen from that angle. I have seen her close up. She looks much when she's getting closer and closer. I know she lands on top of one of the. I think it's the Tomorrowland. No, not the Tomorrowland Terrace. Cosmic Rays. I think she lands at the top of that. But wow, she's coming down. She looks larger and larger. It's like, oh boy. One day I think she might have been like 20, 30 feet above my head. Oh my God. You got to watch the parade. Not the parade. You got to watch fireworks from different points of view. You can't just sit in one place all the time. It gets boring. Greg, what do you sing though? Gospel? Like church music and stuff? Is that what you sing? Here it comes. I save my word out. Stubborn home. Gosh. With a capital POS. He's still putting the lyrics down from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Do the Big Bamboo. I love that song. And I did not know the Sherman Brothers did the music for that movie. Perfect. Because if you've seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, it's a very Mary Poppins type. It was very Disney esque. It's the only way I can describe Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And back then, you can't do movies like that now because it doesn't work the way that was done back in the day. For some reason, it works back then when those old movies, but when you see it now and they try to do the same way, it's very corny. Disney meets Bond with no Disney. Yeah. Up in smoke day. Bang bang chitty chitty bang bang, my fine for fender friend. Yeah, Carol's not on here now. She went, no, wait, there she is. Uh, Carol, if they try to do the movies like they did back then, it would be too cornball. It just doesn't seem like anybody knows how to make movies like that anymore. I don't know. Ben Upson, Broomsticks, and Mary Poppins. I don't know. I don't know. Jordan, do you think they should ever make a sequel? He's kind of saying no because he likes Murder She Wrote. God, why am I forgetting her name now? Now Jordan's gonna smack me because he's a big fan of hers. I was watching these other two guys. They have their own intermission. Then the part where Chitty comes down and it looks like Chitty's falling and starts flying. But before that happens, you go to intermission, and these guys were like, "What? They got an intermission? We just had our intermission." So, uh, no, I'm not saying they would. I just think with Mary Poppins, the second Mary Poppins movie, they tried to do it. The only way you can capture anything like that is to make it similar. The first movie we had Uncle God Uncle well, I'm sorry, peeps. I'm just really horrible with names. Her uncle, and the second one it was her cousin, and that was I like the movie, but when it comes to that part, I cringed very much in my seat when I seen that. What are you talking about, Disney Wars? Be specific. Mary Poppins Return, you silly goose. Ah. Oh yeah, and the ending were the balloons. Instead of flying kites, they use balloons. I like the song though at the end there. Um, Otherwise, it just meh. You see, you can't capture. Walt Disney himself overlooked um, the original Mary Poppins. Now he wasn't around for Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and I'm very sure you still had that Walt feel. It's hard to explain the feeling of Walt Disney movies back in the 70s. Up until a certain point, up until at least Herbie Goes Bananas, her Disney movies felt like Disney movies. It's hard to explain. The only way I can explain it is Star Wars. The Star Wars movies back in the 80s and 1977, they had their own feel. It's hard to explain what the feel is, but you could tell a Disney movie no matter by the name of it. You didn't even know if it was a Disney movie or something. Nobody told you, and you start watching. You could say like that Dark Cat, um, or the Shaggy DA, or just the Shaggy Dog. I think it was. You could tell the feeling of Walt still there because you had still had people there from the days of Walt. That's why they knew how to do things because They in their memory they still have what they would think what Walt would do, what Walt would do. And they were around Walt, so they knew, and it still had that Disney feel up until around 1980. And I think by then most of them had retired. That's why we don't have that feeling anymore from Disney. Even in the Renaissance era with Little Mermaid, then Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, we knew the cartoons coming out were going to be great, but it just did not have that Disney feeling. Nothing against them. I love those movies. And everyone had gold music. I mean, oh, the best songs. And plus, it didn't help that in reality, things were changing from what I knew in the 80s to the 90s music. And I was like, oh, this is the worst music ever made. Angela Lansbury. Yes, she was the balloon lady. But it was almost like a copy of the original because in that one you're using kites. Here you, but there, as I said, that the song about the balloons and stuff. I like that song. And there was a couple of songs they actually intermixed. And you'll hear "Let's Go Fly a Kite" inside the balloon song. I mean, it's. Yeah, when Walt was there. As I said, there was a special feeling. You knew it was Walt Disney, and Walt, as we said, Walt overlooked the making of Mary Poppins, and that movie is so incredibly special. That feeling is still there in that movie. You have to watch the movie to get that feeling. Back then, you didn't have to watch; you just knew it's a Walt Disney movie. I'm going to see it. And thank God for Walt. What happened is the money from that Mary Poppins made went towards building of Magic Kingdom. Yeah, yeah, they did. That's probably possibly why they all went with CGI now. But I've noticed there are I think there's cartoons coming from them, even though they're like what little snippets on TV. And the Disney's movies department is dead for the most part. It isn't original nor interesting, just pushing the agenda. Hey, anybody here watch Gargoyles back in the 90s? I love that show. That is Disney. And it didn't have that feel. Don't get me wrong, it didn't have that Disney feel. But the shows were great. Well written. They're making Gargoyles, supposedly, they're making Gargoyles into a live action TV, not TV show, a movie. So that's another one they're moving to live. But I don't care. I love Gargoyles. I even have. Hold on one sec. Grabbing something from the top here because I got almost all of them. And I'm just missing two figures. I can't move that up. Let's try here. You guys remember? That's Bronx from Gargoyles. It was their dog. He's only one. I've got everybody else up here. I'm trying to grab somebody who's not gonna. The way that I'm standing up here, like they're with wings and sticking out. Here's Broadway. If you remember Broadway, I know I was his wings on. They sell these at Walmart. In that little special toy section. I bought mine online. Because they came out earlier when you bought them online. They did have a modern DuckTales. Don't you remember? It was on Disney Plus a couple of years ago. Was it on Disney Plus or was it Disney, one of Disney's channels? Yeah, his wings. That's Broadway. You have to connect their wings onto their back. Oops. I'm trying to figure out how I said about this. This doesn't have to do with these guys. This is more like they released some line what do you call them? The Thundercats figures, and this went towards Mumura. It was like a weapon he carried. Oh, come on. Lexington. Love this show. Love this. I got the Mona. I've got Angela. That was the Mona and Goliath's daughter. Comes with a small egg and a baby version of her. I'm trying to see if they'll do Coldstone. They already did Thalog. Remember, he was like a clone of Goliath, and it's Goliath's name backwards. And now the question is, will they have those figures up? Because they would just be repaints. Like they could never make another Mary Poppins today's age. Yeah, you couldn't do those movies now. It just doesn't work. DuckTales, ooh. Da, 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 da. DuckTales, ooh. Hey, do you guys see what's been going on lately at Disney? They got rid of the woman who was in charge of Imagineering. I guess they didn't like. I guess Iger did not like what she has done with Splash Mountain. He went inside, and the story went. A cast member was nearby, and he overheard him saying, "This ride is boring." They get rid of him. They got rid of her. They replaced her with God forbid, a white person, because he felt the white guy had more experience than she did. Of course, it was going to start calling people racist because of it. My thing is, I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. If you know how to do the job, I want you there. But stop putting your politics in the goddamn job. We don't need politics. Just make movies for people to like. Stop making excuses like, oh, they're all racist. They don't want to say, no, they're not racist. They don't like to be pushed. Have you seen? You have so many collectibles. I would hate to pack them all. Yeah, that I have always thought of that. It would be so hard. I'm trying to imagine how many totes this room itself would take up. And I still have a lot others that are in the shed out in the back. And those are the original G1 Transformers that are in those. They won't. What do you mean they won't turn back now? The things I'm telling you actually is happening. I watch this guy calls himself Pro WDW, so everybody calls him Pro, and I gotta send you a link to his streams. It's not really a stream. It's more like a what do they call those things? Not a pod. Yeah, something, whatever it's called. Do you have Studio Series Grimlock? Studio Series. Oh, you mean from the movie, the big one? Yeah, I've got every one. I have even got Snarl. The only one they have not released yet or shown us what it will look like is Swoop. So far, we haven't seen any photos of what Swoop's going to look like, but I do have each of the Dinobots. Actually, they're over there. I'm looking at Sludge. Snarl is the best of the one. Snarl looks exactly like he did in the cartoon and everything. Yes. Thank you, Jordan. See, I didn't realize what you were saying. Yeah, I'm looking because what I like about these figures is they make these figures as big as they were in the cartoon. I've always said in the past, any Optimus Prime figure and any Grimlock figure, Prime should be up to Grimlock's chest and not bigger. They actually finally made them. They took the old cartoon, the sizes. They had this I don't know if you would call it a Bible. They would just take. I've seen pictures of like Skyfire. Now, if they ever did a episode with Skyfire and the Dinobots, it would show how big he was next to him. And what they did is they made toys, the new toys, like that. So if I don't know, if Wheeljack was like a hair smaller than another character, they made him small. They made everything to the way it was supposed to be. Yeah, hey, that's why people don't go see these movies. Nobody wants this BS. I mean, we don't want to sit there and being preached like we're bad people. It's like kiss my ass. People want to go to see movies. Oh, I just hit me. What's today's date? There's two movies I'm going to see in the next couple of weeks, and they both. Oh, it's 14th, 13th. Yeah, it's not till next week. Ghostbusters comes out next Friday. I want to go see it. Either Friday or Saturday. I can't say Friday. I don't know yet though. It could be Sunday. I always go to matinees because they're cheaper. And then about a week later, the new Godzilla and Kong team up against these other two called Scar King, and the other one's big, but the other one's way gigantic. It's much bigger than Godzilla, and it's bigger. They show like a if you guys seen the King of Monsters, Ghidorah's gigantic to Godzilla, but this new one makes Ghidorah look like a little wimp. It's called the new monster is Shimu or something like that. It's mostly white fur, and it walks on four legs, but it can stand up like a bear. Yeah, he should be, and here he is. He's gigantic. I got Skyfire right here. I want to show you, but I that's what he's like. What help me do this? He's big. He costs a lot of money. I remember I got him a couple of years ago when he first came out. Yeah, because you finally get to see how big the characters each do. Because by the time Ultra Magnus came, Skyfire was never in a cartoon again, and I got Ultra Magnus standing next to Skyfire, and Skyfire is like towering over him in prime. Of course, Skyfire transformed into their plane or whatever. He would. What's a question mark? You got a question mark up. I'm like, what's the matter? Because I can't get him. Well, I've got Sideswipe and Hound, Ultra Magnus and Grapple standing around and Hoist. And if I pick him up, they're all going to fall. Let me see. I'm trying to see what I can do. Fudge. I got the Decepticons here, but they're easier to grab than the Autobots because I got the Autobots and I bought this display thing years ago, and it's Autobot headquarters with Teletran, and they were supposed to make one for the Decepticons, but they canceled it because there was that many people buying them. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I do want to see both movies, and I'll probably see them back-to-back weeks. I haven't done that in a long time. God, it's been a long time since I've done stuff like that. Let me see what I can do. I'm kind of trying to see. Sideswipe. Of course, here's Grapple. Next is Sideswipe. I'm trying to unbury Skyfire. I'm moving Ultra Magnus. There he goes. Oh wait, Hound. Here's Hound. And Skyfire. Here he comes. I got it moving. Here he is. Monstrosity that he is. I put him next to my Omega Supreme. The Titan Omega Supreme. He's my God. You put him next to the Omega Supreme, how small he looks. Mom's going to see both movies. Here is the Sideswipe. Sideswipe is a Lamborghini. if anybody wants to know. Yeah, I think they got bored. They didn't want to see. They didn't want to see Transformers. Jordan, wake up. Jordan, I just wanted to show him a couple things. You can still talk. I mean, you don't have to run away. Same with you, Carol. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can say anything you want. I won't hold it against you. I'm lying. You know I'm lying. Oh, great. I had a feeling I have trouble putting him back. There we go. Let's get these guys back up. Boston makes me feel good. They'd run, will conspire as we dream by the fire. I'm watching Spirit. I can see him outside. I gotta move. I gotta get those screen totes out of here. Gotta get them in the shed. Carol, we got somebody coming in to look at the window. We gotta get at least 2 windows fixed. So they're gonna come by on Friday afternoon. Take a look. What conversation we used to, the one I was just talking about? Yeah. Greg, she comes to the table every Saturday now with her cane, ready to beat me up with the cane because I said something to her or didn't say anything to her on the street. So, Carol, I have this feeling if you ever met Greg in person, since Greg likes to swear every 5 seconds, you'd probably start whacking him with your cane, and I know you will. So, I actually went into my. It's very rare nowadays that I go into my other Facebook group. It's there. I got 12,000 members. It's my hometown. It's a Facebook channel that's not channel, but Facebook page that's devoted to my hometown. I found some new pictures from my hometown. I haven't been there in 20 years. I'm looking at different pictures. These things have been rebuilt and redone and everything. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, what the hell? So basically, I got them. I love bringing up chat in there, but the only way to bring up chat is to, talk about your hometown. You got to get, I would be like, can somebody take a picture of this for me, or this, or this, or this? Because I'm not there, and I haven't been there in 20 years. And you get the idiots. Well, if you haven't been here, I'm like, number one, I control this place. You don't. If you don't like it, leave. And you're going to keep on bothering me about it, I'll kick your ass off and I'll ban you. I don't care. They can kiss my ass. Eileen, greetings, girl. What the hell is right? What the hell is right? I don't know. The opposite of wrong. Eileen, I posted new pictures in the Norwalk group tonight. And I got some ready to go tomorrow and one for Friday. I was at my cardiologist today. I had a wacky EKG. I didn't know you had anything. Wow. Yeah, I was on looking for stuff. It started off, Eileen, I was looking for stuff in Disney World for Disney World for today. Tomorrow will be Hollywood Studios Thursday. So all of a sudden I cross something on Twitter, the Norwalk patch, and I forgot I followed them a long time ago, and I guess they put up stuff. So I went through it and I was like, oh, this is a new picture. And I decided, let me put them on and have people who are living outside Norwalk right now see them too. And I said, I'm not in there, but what I said here, they start with me, I'm kicking their butts out. I do not care. You don't put people down because they don't know what their hometown looks like anymore. I mean, you got jerks that do that. I think Greg is doing okay. He's just like me right now. He was talking to me on the phone before we started this. Yeah, he sounds like he can take on the world himself. My only thing is I don't try to get mad anymore, and I don't want to be stressed out because when that happens, I do feel a tinge. Something happens for some unknown reason. Like I don't have memory of anything else, but everything goes black. I mean, I'm not seeing black, but it's all I can see in my mind is black. It's scary, but I keep it to myself. Um, I That's my control my food. Oh, Carol, I came up with something different. All three items in this ingredients low calorie. So I made myself macaroni salad. Minus the lettuce. I didn't put lettuce or anything like that. I could do that, but I haven't. I put tuna fish. There's a tuna fish out there of 65 grams. I got to be under 144. Um, let's see. It was mayo, elbow macaroni, and the tuna fish. And oh my god, it felt good, so good eating macaroni again. Even though I have done it, you, I have the macaroni without salt and stuff and mixed in when you're cooking it. I don't do that because low sodium. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I have extra in the refrigerator. Just gonna nuke it. I just gonna get another can of that. It's a Star Kiss Select Albacore. I think it's Albacore, and it's 65 milligrams. And I couldn't believe when I first seen it. I was like, what? Plus, I got rice too. Rice, I can mix some things in. I've had rice in the past mixed with hard boiled eggs. I can do that too. But I do miss chicken. I have turkey sandwiches. I do cheat. I can cheat, but I'm cheating with diet. Believe it or not, somebody would have a regular diet. My diet goes beyond the regular diet. I'm looking at it. It's good to see you here, Arlene. Good to talk to you. Let's see. I need to stay hydrated and need to keep myself from getting stressed out. Well, I can drink water, but I only get the the bottles that are like this big now because I can't drink full bottles anymore. Um, it's either that or milk in my cereal or coffee. That's all I drink. I haven't drank soda. I gave up soda back in 2009. I had it once, 2017, for the Beverly Challenge at Epcot. Ooh, you guys ever had Beverly at Epcot? Oh my god, it's horrible. Ugh, God. Did I like it? Yes, I did like it. It felt it felt like days of old. I mean, I didn't have a humongous bowl. I made a little bit more than I thought I should be made. I was like, oh crap. So what I'll just do is get another can and just what I did is with the can is I poured the tuna fish onto a paper plate. No, no, paper plate, paper bowl. Bowl made of whatever. And I mixed it in. I didn't put any salt or pepper in it, no way. Uh, and I made it, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious me. There's one thing I'm gonna miss when Ma would make potato salad. She made the best potato salad in my whole entire life. When she had to put it in the refrigerator for another meal or something like that. It wasn't the same. When it was cold, the potato salad was cold. It was still all right. I mean, I wouldn't throw it in the garbage, but it wasn't the same. It didn't have that same taste when you came out with that. The potatoes were still warm and stuff when you cut them all up. You need to drink 60. Why don't you just cut them up into smaller bottles? Drink one for breakfast, drink one for lunch, one for supper. Why do you have to have it all one swig? Or just have that big one and just put it back in the refrigerator and come have some for lunch and oh, ugh, I hate liver. God, I hate liver. Eileen, come back. I like to talk to you because I'm a pain in the butt. I got a question for Eileen. Do you go on to the Brian McMahon uh, Facebook group? I would. They're talking about having a reunion in November. I'm not going to be able to go. God, I would love to go. Oof. I had something happen to me. Carol, this is what I want to talk to you about. I'm going to just tell everybody. My years ago, don't mind me when I say this because I was in a different frame of mind back around 2008. When we left Norwalk, I had to break up with my girlfriend. I didn't want to break up with her. I wanted to stay with her, but I'm not getting into that. What happened is she married somebody else about a year after I left, and I was heartbroken for God the longest time. And I say that because I never had a real girlfriend until then. Still haven't had one since. So, and I'm over that right now. I just don't care anymore. So I don't get a girlfriend. Who cares? I don't care anymore. I do it by myself. So during the stage when I was in my movie mode, like I gotta see her, I'm gonna talk to her. I made another Facebook account, which I would use when I got kicked out, when I got thrown into Facebook jail. It's still there. Actually, that's what controls my computer here because my normal Facebook group, Facebook page is right here in this phone, and that's the blue group and the red group, where she is, and everything. It's hard to explain how it happened, but it's here. It's on the computers because there's no way I'm going to sign out of one and get in. It's not going to work like that. So I used to go on and see what she was. I know I was being what do you call a stalker. That's the only way to describe it. Like a stalking. Were you catfishing? I don't know what you mean by catfishing. So she blocked me. God, 2009. It's been 15 years. I hardly ever think about her anymore unless I'm talking to her daughter. When the daughter brings up her mother and stuff. Yeah, Jordan left. There is no doubt Jordan left. He hasn't even come back solo. Eileen possibly left too. But we got people here making chat. So the other day I come up on here. I didn't think nothing of it. Since I'm in this red group type mode right now. I only call that because my Mohawk Mickey's red here and Mohawk Mickey's blue on the other one. So I seen her name on the thing. I was like, no. I mean, and it hit me. Wait a minute. That's right. I'm blocked on the other one. So I clicked on it for the hell of it. I'm looking at it, and I haven't seen her in 15 years. She's in her 60s now. She's 8 years older than me. She's got to be. Oh my God, her birthday's coming up. She's got to be 60. Her birthday's at the end of the month, 30th or 31st. I forgot which day. She's gonna be 66. When I went out with her, I was 30. She was 42, and I was 30. God, I totally forgot. I mean, I'm 8 years younger than her, but I'm going to do the math on it. And I looked at her and was like, holy cow, she's not aged. Her daughter tells me she doesn't dye her hair or anything. She looks like she did when she was 42. And I'm like, people say, I mean, I've a friend of mine who I've known for years working my job. She now works for like Nabisco. She comes into different stores and fills the shelves for Nabisco and stuff. And I was talking to her today, and she said we were talking for some reason because I thought she was still in her 20s. She just turned 40 recently. I was like, well, I can't say recently. Her birthday's coming up. That's what I meant. She's gonna be like 41, but I couldn't believe when she said she was in her 40s. I was like, I told her I was 56. It may fit. Going to be 58, 56. I'm going to be 58. And she said, I don't look like I'm my age. People said, I've heard people in the past say, yeah, you don't look like you're in your 50s. She said the same thing she said to me. I thought you were in your 40s. I said, I'm in my 40s in years. So it's my 50s is coming up in a few years. It is. Not 50s. What am I talking about? I am 50s. 60s, I meant. So what is going on down here? My foot. My shoe's untied and it's stuck under something. Don't ask me how that happened. No, Carol, you don't look your age. I'm not going to tell Carol's age. It's up to her to talk about. I will never tell anybody that woman's age. I already know it. Nobody else needs to know it unless she wants to tell it. Wow. I was thinking about contacting her. She probably still hates me. 15 years later, she probably still hates me. I just wanted to say to her, I'm going to say to her before you block me on this account, I wanted to basically say, I'm going to tell her about the heart condition and everything. I just want to let you know an update over what's happening. And I'll tell her if you want to block my account, go ahead. I'm not going to blame you if you did. But I don't know. Maybe just leave the whole thing alone. Just go away. I don't need her in my life again. That's something I really don't want in my life again. Thank you. No, I don't. Yeah. I will never tell anybody here how old you are. I said everybody love my lovely singing voice. Fudge. Time is it? I will stay on for another half an hour. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock. Because I'm trying to get Disney World finished for tomorrow. I think I got maybe 4 pictures left to find. And I'm almost done. I'm like, yeah, boy, yeah. Yeah, as soon as we started talking about Transformers, Jordan left. Yeah, well, you know what would be... check this out, Greg. You know what would be hysterical? If one of the Bond cars, say the Lotus, was a triple changer. And they made him, they've got the crossovers. Here, like, for instance, Ecto 1 is an Autobot, right? Now, imagine if they did this with Bond cars. Could you imagine seeing the Lotus as an Autobot, but transfer as triple changer? His other mode would be that submarine mode. I wonder if Jordan would go for it then. I should ask him that. I'll ask him when he's actually on the phone with me. I don't want to ask him online like this. Good night, Carol. Yeah, Greg, it's just us. So what I'll do, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay on for. I thought maybe extra half an hour, but I might run down before then. Yeah, I mean, it's been good tonight. It's not great. I mean, I wish we could have more people here talking, but a lot of people can't do it. They just can't do it. Yeah, I'm still pondering what I do with it. I would like to make a Disney. I don't know if still keep calling it Disney World or it's on here. Maybe just have something to chat about. I don't know. It's something. Plus, the thing is, it still would have to be Disney because you seen Jordan's streams yesterday. Jordan does come up with streams. He called me yesterday and says, I'm going to go live. I was like, oh, be my guest. Be my guest. I'd love to see it. A con? No. with Bond, you think of him as an Autobot. Why would you think as Bond cars shouldn't be Decepticons unless it's a villain's car? But I don't think they have a villain who has a car. My thing is, what would you use as a Lotus? I don't know if they have anything. I mean, it would have to be its own, its own transform, its own thing. You can't make it look like tracks, but you could try to have it transform like them a little bit. Tracks has wings coming out, where the Lotus would have those fins coming out from the sides and put the wheels up on the side and stuff. I would love to see that. Other movies, other TV shows I can think of for Transformers crossovers would be, of course, Knight Rider. You have Kit transform into an Autobot. The General Lee. If the whole world is not mad because there's a Confederate flag on the top of the thing, it's like, grow up, people, grow up. Um, oh yeah, it's all right for them to wave a gay flag and Black Lives Matter over anything on one of the government buildings, but everything else is racist to them. Everything else. Greg, do you go to my other group called the um it's the group that is oh, what's the term I'm looking for? It's another Facebook group of mine. It's about Splash Mountain. It's called the Top Chicken Pin Hill. You should see the stuff I posted. A couple of videos you might want to take a look of. Look of. Look. See, remember, we don't have a bot in that line that has both bot and con. That's true, except for the GI Joe. Let's see. I'm looking at. I got the DeLorean. It transforms into an Autobot. Gigawatt. I think his name's Gigawatt. I got Jurassic Park. It comes with a T Rex, a female T Rex, and the Jurassic Park vehicle. Yeah, if you go to my other Facebook group called Top Chicken Pill, sorry, the Top Chickapin Hill. That's my um, group for Splash Mountain, and the videos that I found and stuff you might like to see. Oh, St. Patty's Day is this weekend. Yeah, there's a black and purple one, I think. I forgot what it was. I forgot when I seen that. Let's see. Here it is. Here's my other group. The Top Chickapin Hill. It's in my other group. I'm not sure if it's clearing up for you because all I see is white. I just posted this earlier. This is it says something about Walt Disney Song of the South Restoration 2023 trailer they made for Song of the South. That's it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
You know, that's not Splash Mountain. That's that new version of it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
All right, let me do that then. Let me do that. Write something. Let's see. No, I didn't want to do that. That doesn't work like that. Give me 1 sec. I gotta get this together. Invite. Here he goes. Invite. Invite. Mindstein. All right, I already sent you an invitation to this. Just be careful of what you write and how you write it. Gil's going to be busy, but I do have another admin in there who will do some keeping a secret. Are you kidding me? This is a transformer? Look at this. I don't know if you've seen it. Let me get this bigger. Jason just posted this. It's a Target truck that transforms into Prime. I don't know if you can see that picture. Jason posted it's. Oh, let me invite you. I don't even know if I got you on my toy group. Thought I did. Let me see. Jason, where do you post? Oh, you post on the Transforum this picture. Greg, I'm going to invite you to a couple other places in mine. Next, you're going to be traveling to Back to the Future because of my original group, the Transform, is now a Facebook group. It's been a Facebook group for a while now. How come I can't get the name of it? Okay, for some reason it says you don't exist. Don't ask me why it's doing that. This is a Transform though. Let me see this. Share group. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see if we can invite you from here. It seems like there's different things for each of the groups. I don't understand why. It's the other one had me sign your name. This one, your name should be here somewhere. So all I also have to do is look it up and press invite. Let's see. Are we being watched? No, it's just you and me. Why would I invite myself to my own group? That makes no sense. Oh. Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing. I'm putting you in the Transform twice. That's why. I didn't realize I was still on there, that I moved on. Thought I had moved on to another group. Go. Come on. Come on, man. I'm just trying to get you into another group. It's just about the toys. That's one group I need to get you on. It should be. It has its own. Hold on. It should have its own app. It's just a way I can put apps up from my groups. Transform. Disney Worlders. That's Disney World right there. Disney World is face. That's the admin and mod chat room. I swear to God, I thought I posted that here. I'm gonna have to do it later. Right now, I'm getting very impatient with it. It's pissing me off. Well, I'm gonna take off. Number one, Mother Nature's calling. Number two, I got to get Disney World done for tomorrow. And number three, there's a couple more videos I want to watch before I start anything else, and I got to do it now. So. MIC0KEY. Why? I have no idea. MOUSE. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're welcome as can be. Get you later, alligator. I might come back on tomorrow. Hopefully I can get. Yeah, I'm gonna start probably advertising this over on my other groups. See if we can get some people here. I'll just say, hey, we talk about Disney, but we do talk about Transformers too. So, all right, I'm out. Good night.